Greetings and salutations, me family them, me people them. Obviously, this is our boy picking DJ Little, the Moses for Salon ENT. We get a very quick message for Bring Cantona. As soon as I know, we come to the 4th ACC. I don't have to make up this name. Yes, 4th ACC. You will tell me what's in an ACC? Yes, Annual Cancer Conference. Yes. So now that make good answer. But the reason why I make a canna for can make this quick talk now because I want to catch up with the CEO, the lady behind it all. We make today, when not today, most salon people them the word cancer is easy for common at the most because if you ask me about 5-6 years ago, he able for talk. But now, because of in good work, because of in great work we don't do with the Salarian community, most of we will not ashamed for say me papa get, me mama get, me husband get, me wife get, me brother, me sister, whatever. When I go talk, look me an example. 7 years they cancel now. This March where they cancel, they make me late sister 8 years we die breast cancer. 8 years ago we died. The word for talk can be baby. The person himself we go to take him. It been difficult for him for let's share that news day. But the knowledge where we get now, maybe if now we don't know then 10 and the more and the support, maybe most things for don't change. For we all, what as we all know now God they give life, now God they take life. So as I say, me family them, with what I don't give you the lily bag, I just want to say Kushe Kabo and hello to the CEO, the founder, the lady behind the annual cancer conference where we all can look forward to every year. So let us say Kushe Kabo to Mrs. Isatta SISAY-JALLOH.
Hello, me family them, una do wherever una in the world, una kushe, una kabo, una hello, una thank you for watching.
Thank you, Isatta. Good for see you. I believe saying that the first day this will be jam eye to eye full time. Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year again.
Life the TT for 2022.
We tell God thank you, alhamdulillah.
We tell God thank you, indeed. How the family then, first of all?
Tell God thank you.
Back home and all of that stuff. So obviously, it's coming up from the back of a very difficult 2021 for you, or mix 2021 for you. Yeah. How you they cope so far?
Well, they manage small. With the support of family, friends, and other people around, we they manage. What the person gets for do? You know, God nine give life, nine they take up. So, and you know they ever wait for. We done ready, and we in already. And we people then say, Lord, pray and beg and ask God, make intake we way pleased with we. So I believe say, and then they happen to that young old woman we go. So may God continue for forgiving sins and grant him the highest of his heavens.
That's what Amen. So that's what we'll thank you for that. Well, I'm glad and I'm sure say the rest of the family them home and abroad, they all defend the same strength way you're able for go for cope and for live a good life day to day. You know, I'm sure say so. We pray as we thought today with all. But I want to talk to you because I get good talk and quick talk for talk.
Well, I think it was challenging in the first place, but no thanks to you. After you don't bug me like crab loss. You know, I decided say, okay, a good idea. Lord can be open. Lord begin talk about this talk here and this world here then call cancer. Then we see how best we go able to support people and encourage people for talk about them, whether they experience them or them person they experience them or them person they experience them. So far I would say I tell God thank you because a lot of progress. We see a lot of progress now, especially in our community. Well, I think it is not about whether the community be ready. It is about how we go try for encourage the community for be ready. You see, because I don't think say anybody ready for welcome bad news. But if they no say then get the right support, the right information, and the right tools and resources, then they will help themselves and manage how they did one small. So no, I not say they be ready, but with the way the approach we will take, it make and begin welcome and small. Well, first I'll be a little bit anxious. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say, well, because at that time I think now one growing person abisabi where instead then at the community where cancer nurse. So the task for me was make a friend people them where then our community where themselves get interest in cancer, so that we'll come together and then deliver this conference. So I was a little bit anxious, but you know, they say now talk they bring talk, and it's good for talk. So as I talk to one person, and they talk to two person, including yourself, we begin realizing actually we get 2-3 people there now we community where themselves this cancer thing and thing where they don't really work with and so on and so forth. So now so we take gather people. Yes, I mean every conference where they do an evaluation where they give people them as they enter, so that they will tell we waiting good, waiting not good, anything we need for change, we work on them for the next conference and so on and so forth. I think the turnout was good for something when I be new thing in our community for the first time. We get over 50 people there. And out of them 50 people there, obviously we get 2-3 survivors them and family members of survivors we can share their own stories and their journeys. And the evaluation we'll get back was really, really positive. I get calls afterwards of 2-3 people that will be then at the audience where themselves either they don't suffer from cancer or that they go through treatment as during that time. So for me, overall, I would say it was 90% positive on average, because you know it make people then begin talk. It make people then begin talk indeed.
They begin talk about that and all of that.
Well, I think the theme the last 2 years was I am and I will. And it basically means you as an individual, what you they do towards this cancer fight. Because cancer is fatal, because cancer is an enemy where we the individuals as human beings, we fight that battle with the cancer. When somebody gets now if battle you fight with them, for see who that go win. So it's about you the individual, what you as an individual they do. That is what it means, I am. And then what you will do for make sure say yourself make that your little contribution they either to yourself or to somebody else and so on and so forth. So for me that was one of the things that really catch me. But all the things then make a difference, because now World Health Organization and the Cancer Consortium and the whole world, and they decide on waiting at the theme for that year or two. So we as specialists that just they take them, embrace them, and look at waiting they happen in your surrounding and your community, and then you know put the word before your community and sell them to your community.
Fantastic.
The theme this year is Close the Care Gap.
Close the care gap. You want to elaborate on that a bit more?
So Close the Care Gap, basically this year the theme focused on developing countries, especially Africa, where a lot of different factors, including environmental factors, economic factors, social factors, such as poverty and so on and so forth, it means the healthcare system is not as great as the Western world. So there's a huge gap when it comes to treatment of cancer. We all know that, we always see that every day on social media. So for example, the treatment where you will get now for breast cancer, you know, we even consider Africa or Sierra Leone, whose we come out. So the focus this year really is about what we go do as healthcare professionals, as individuals, as governments, as NGOs, what we go do for try for close that care gap in terms of cancer care.
Fantastic. Well,
okay, very interesting. So we already be there one step. The health show and Friends of Health show partnership, we already be there one step ahead of this thing actually. So
you see the future.
Exactly.
Or they see what you plan, then they say no team.
Yes.
No team.
You know. So what do we do? The last 2 years, we done the campaign for we Mama Salon. We go look and say, okay, we not really get a designated place or ward or area where people then when they suffer from cancer, they go treat them and so on and so forth. And because it's such a big gap, I decided, say, okay, let's start with the woman then first. So I go identify a ward in a Connaught Hospital Ward 2 when I did the surgical ward for women them with primarily in the care then go if they get breast cancer for either for surgery or for chemotherapy or for palliative care. So I decided for fundraise with the support of the community and lots of other organizations. We fundraise, we go refurbish this ward here, and then we create the side room. We turn into a kind of a small day unit. Who's like people then they go as outpatients for go get a chemotherapy treatment. So that is closing the care gap. So this year the conference is about presenting that project day, because although we don't talk about on our social media and we make sure say the community worldwide it was shown, you know, the opening ceremony and so on, we want for now actually say face to face, this now we do and this now we need for continue for do for make we try for narrow that gap day. So that is why the conference this year and that they focus on. So any proceeds, any donations, they go towards closing that gap day. And not to just the ward we they deal with, we also they help pay for people their treatment. We also they fund them nutritionally so that we will prepare them for their treatment and so on and so forth. Because that small ward day, and they all man they come out and the whole of Sierra Leone for their treatment.
At present.
Well, there will be quite a bit of changes.
Okay.
So, of course, it's a cancer conference. So, now cancer, what they talk about? They talk about cancer a lot. We they focus primarily on early detection, meaning screening. So, we go talk about breast cancer. We go talk about prostate cancer, because those are the most common cancers. And then we go talk a little bit as well on cervical screening for make sure, say, we just remind people and re-educate them. We talk about cancer in general and how best for understand them, because with everything they say knowledge is power. When you get the information, you're able to deal with something better, and you're able to know who side for go get more information and so on and so forth. So we look at all of that. But the most important thing and the key thing, which I think don't be the backbone of the conference, is actually getting survivors now we community, both men and women, where they can share their own journey of having cancer. Because for me, we know say a lot of people then think say as soon as they say cancer, it equals to death. So we want to show people them, showcase people them, we actually don't go through that journey, they don't experience it. I say, hello, me I still there now, I still they live me good life, and so on and so forth. Yes, it not be easy for me, but with the support from this and that, and waiting I do here and yonder, look me the map na yati do. So for me, that I always na the backbone of the conference. And then of course, we know say, we want for also tell people that, okay, apart from this knowledge, what else you go do to yourself, we go help you for not just avoid cancer, but all other kind of sickness then where they pass. Example, heart problem, diabetes, and obesity, and so on and so forth. So we they get a bit from we also brother GP, we go tell we a little bit about the importance of physical exercise. And then of course, again, we go get we brother them again, DJ Little and DJ Ish of Countdown. We go can tell we as well how for do just small exercise. Even if we they worry say no for common house the place called this and that, how small 5-10 minutes exercise will make a lot of difference. We they do that day. Then the other thing we are dropping this year is that thing we can call put your house in order.
Yes.
That thing the other call put your house in order. We know say well, we don't as we they grow in this community, as in with population of Sierra Leoneans. Now so we they experience more death. You know, we brother and sister that they die, we mama and papa then they die, we picking then they die. But over the past 4 or 5 years now the community, we don't realize say people they really know they plan themselves, because all man feel say die they far away.
Them, yes.
And like we say earlier on, God know they give you appointments for die. Where he ready. So we get for plan certain things. That don't mean say you they die when you plan them, but it just means you they look after the one they will left behind. So we they get somebody where they can talk to we about life insurance, critical illness insurance, because life insurance you don't get for benefit when you don't die. Now the people that we left behind. But critical illness, if you get cancer, you dey able get. So what you dey now? You dey get go through your treatment. You know they able work. That money go there. It help sustain you. You know. Then we go look at pension as well. We know say a lot of we brother and sister them agency work that they do per diem. So they know they work for a certain organization where pension is encouraged. So we sister will come back. They can talk to me about pension. That's again now savings. Another way for save. You know. And when you save, it let you not reach yet the age for clear your pension. If you get serious illness like cancer, sometimes they make you able to take small part of that money there, you know. Right. So that's now we do. Then of course, like you can say, we don't they do this conference. We must get small gladi. We don't do the seriousness stay. We get forget gladi. And take or take this trip. The whole will get, you know, they don't say small later. So after that, we still manage 1-2 hour. We shake body to DJ Little entertainment and so on and so forth. So they gave me on a big so
Ibabala.
So this year now, of course, now Saturday the 12th of March. What we don't try for do is keep a system. So it's always going to be the second Saturday of March. The only thing we'll probably go move that is religious reasons. But going henceforth, it's always going to be the second Saturday of March. And this year, it's March the 12th. And this year, we do an at Kennington. Now, Kennington is quite central in terms of public transportation. So, again, like you say, we try to reach out to everybody in the community. We know say yes, some have part of Kennington a congestion, but let that not put you off, because you can park your motor car and jump on public transport. Very easy, very simple for get to. And it's at Chandler's Hall on Lambeth Walk, at Kennington. Well, you know, say the health show, we try and maintain our standards. And that's not going to be any different this year. So leaflets are already in check, you know, and of course, again, as you say, it's a free event, but donations are most welcome. But the other thing that is different this time is I'll get an extra stall who's going to sell little bits and bobs. All the proceeds again goes back into the funding of we plight, which is closing the care gap. You know, so again, if anybody you see this video, you want make a contribution, before fine, we go contact you and we go give you the bank details. Or if you think say okay, I can't wait here for do. Some people don't call. Food is most welcome. Drinks is most welcome. Just follow we all share that day and be merry and be happy as we get knowledge and information.
Indeed, that's not true. Indeed.
Well, I go say to them, cancer is real, and 1 in 4 people would be diagnosed of cancer in their lifetime. So that's a reality. It could be you, it could be me, it could be us, it could be them. But the most important thing is early detection saves lives. And so if you can get 2-3 knowledge here and there, you pick and you go, it let know to you. You might they talk to somebody who will go tell you, say, hey, Bradley too. You know, say, I just lose weight, but I know the diet and so on and so forth. You go say to him, I go to that conference radio and talk about weight loss, unexpected weight loss and everything. You go encourage that person. They say, hey, man, you don't go to your GP, you don't go check, or you don't go to a hospital. It might not be cancer, but it might be diabetes, it might be another illness, and so on and so forth. So that little knowledge we they can gain, it will make a difference to either yourself or another family member or friends of friends of friends. So do ya una come. Sickness is day, that's not the reality. But as many other things, if you catch them quick, you're able to deal with them and get rid of them. and avoid the one thing we're all afraid as long as possible, which is death.
That's all.
Well, as you know, the health show, as much as our focus is on health and well-being, we also focus on education and empowerment. We do a lot of mentoring, we do a lot of support, we do a lot of counseling. So, of course, our future generation is very, very key and important. So we get for bring them along, we get for encourage them, we get for use the opportunity for empower them. That is why I'm using that young lady. Yes, she's a family member, but they say charity begins at home. But also, it's for an example. It's to showcase an example for all the other young men and women around. For say, actually, you know, we can identify we own person today, we own contemporary today. Let's go. We say go see by a waiting they go on. Because yes, they're young, but their mama might suffer from cancer. Their papa might suffer from cancer. Their sister, their brother, their auntie, their uncle, their granny, their grandpa. So knowledge not for one person, knowledge not for everybody, and a very, very non-selective, and no matter which age. Once you listen, see, and understand, it better for let we talk, learn, and share the information.
Definitely agree. Talk, learn, and share with the cancer conference. As we all know, this year, na the second Saturday, when at the 12th of March, now it take place. A lot of the information you see on the screen, we don't put you see the flyer right now on the screen. We don't put the contact numbers them, and as well as the bank details as well. You see on your screen right now. We not just wait till the day before you make a donation. If you want to say boku thank you to una all. Remember, it's Saturday, the 12th of March. Do ya at the big? I want to make sure so una make a point of duty. Make a family they come out, young, old, una picking them, brother and sister. Then take the time out. It's a mix of knowledge and light entertainment. So they are. If I reach there, I will give Isatta the last word. Make it tell una boku thank you before you say tata.
Okay, thank you, DJ Lito as well. As always for your support. And I just want to say to you where they listen to me, this is not about me, this is not about you, this is about us. This is about our community. Let us grow together, let us learn together, and let us share information and knowledge. Because where we make a difference in one person's life, we don't make a difference in the entire community. So I tell you now, thank you again, and please remember for make your way to Chandler's Hall in Kennington on Saturday, the 12th of March. Make you can be part of the 4th C1 Annual Conference. We go come talk with cancer and put your house in order, and fitness and exercise. But most importantly, we go come glad small and tell Papa go take you for this life and well body with a gentry. Thank you and God bless.
Una thank you. We'll see you on Saturday, the 12th of March. God bless you. Take care.